Bienvenidos a un nuevo capítulo de Scarlet Nexus. Lo que vamos a hacer hoy va a ser seguir con la historia de Karen. Si recuerdo bien cómo lo dejamos, porque ha pasado tiempo, si has seguido viendo los vídeos, creo que puedes darte cuenta de que sí. Lo último que recuerdo es que Karen intentó volver a viajar al pasado, pero no consiguió convencerse a sí mismo, causando de que aún así Alice muriera. La pregunta es, ¿qué relación tiene el último recuerdo que he tenido con Karen, la pelea que he tenido con el Karen ese? Porque obviamente es la primera vez que le veo con esa apariencia, así que supongo que en la historia 3 voy a descubrir cómo acaba siendo así. A partir de esto, veremos qué pasa.
So how was the mission? You went all the way to Seiron, right?
It was no big deal.
Of course it wasn't for you and Fubuki. I was on standby in Suo this time. It was so boring.
Alice transferred to our platoon again. How am I supposed to change fate now?
Everything okay?
This is for you.
Oh my! This is adorable. It's so soft.
¿Por
Can I
qué?
really have it?
It's called a rabbit's foot. They say it brings good fortune. We found it at a souvenir shop in Seiron.
Thank you, Karin. Is this a gift from you two to celebrate my transfer to your platoon?
Yeah, Fubuki picked it out. We don't want you getting into trouble. We know you can be a bit rash.
How rude! You might be right, though. I'm glad to have it. I'll always keep it by my side.
Good.
Hey, Karin. You were the one who picked it out, right?
What do I do? I have to change something here.
What, it wasn't you? Knowing Fubuki, he'd probably pick out a wooden sword or something, so I really thought you picked this for me.
He doesn't have a knack for those things. But he's a good guy.
Right, I know that. I guess I'll have to take this chance to talk to my parents.
I can change fate. I have to.
¿Que va a intentar ir con
About
Alice?
calling off my engagement with Fubuki. I want to stay in the OSF. With the way that I feel on top of that, Fubuki is bound for misery if he stays with me. Fubuki and I have always listened to our parents. But to be honest, I love you, Karin. I always have. Ever since we were little.
I'm glad.
Karin.
Just promise me one thing. Avoid taking on any missions around Suo 9 line.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Don't ask. Please. Just avoid Suo 9 line for a while. If the Ichijo family orders it, I'm sure they'll give you the okay. Until then, try not to mention you're breaking off the engagement.
What do you mean? Why are you saying this?
I'll tell you someday. Before you tell the Ichijo family, you should probably tell Fubuki. When the time is right, we can talk to him about it together. So please. I knew it was a dirty trick, but I tried to use Alice's feelings for me to save her life.
No va a funcionar. Es curioso que
In the end,
este
she
episodio...
turned into an other. We couldn't just ignore SOS calls from other platoons, so we headed towards Suo 9 line to help. Where the same tragedy occurred. In order to head back into the past once more, I'll have to wait until Kasane is born. I thought about going to Togetsu, but just like the first time, I witnessed Fubuki's and Alice's metamorphoses.
Fubuki también.
That's when I began researching how to turn others who were made from humans back into their human forms. However, progress was slow. During all this, I got an idea. There's a better way than going back into the past once again. I thought that if I could use the red strings on Alice, everything would be solved.
Segundo viaje.
Of course. The day that Locosho is destroyed. Just like last time.
La pregunta es, ¿estamos ya
to make sure I get the red strings.
en el tiempo donde yo he jugado?
You're from Togetsu. What's that? They're jamming my clairvoyance. Could that be Wakana's?
Mommy! Help me!
Come with me! Are you all right?
No es este.
Yes. Are you one of the Scarlet Guardians?
That's right. What's your name, son?
Yuito. Yuito Sumeragi.
Yuito was Wakana's son. Considering he may have inherited the red strings, I took him home with me. However, Yuito was a dud. In fact, saving Yuito made it look like I was involved with Togetsu, behind the scenes of the other attack. Which, in this time axis, led the government to be suspicious of me. My overseer was to be Fubuki, who was being blackmailed about the Alice situation. The higher-ups must be holding my mercy for Fubuki against me. However, it might have been for the best. We devised a plan to send Alice to Seiron, where research on human-born others was being conducted.
Esto es muy confuso.
Sorry for roping you into our plan like this.
Seto está aquí vivo.
Don't sweat it.
Bueno, no
It's hard
estamos
for
en el
me to
mismo
believe
mundo.
that other used to be human. I can't think of any reason why you'd lie about that, though, so it must be true. Plus, that other is pretty calm. There's something different about it compared to the others walking around over there.
Human-born others can regain their human consciousness temporarily, if you administer a special drug to them. It's pretty ruthless for the human in question, but a necessary measure to keep them from going berserk.
Right. I doubt you could get something that big to Seiron without the help of a whole lot of transfer psionics.
I found you, Karin. Looks like Fubuki failed as your overseer. And Seto, I'm very disappointed to see you join these two in stealing an other for research.
Kyoka and Kasane. Do you think some plebeians like you have a chance against 3 Septentrions?
If we give it our all, yeah. Kagero?
Yes, Miss Kyoka?
Luca!
Oh, sorry. The chief told me to give Luca a little medicine. Once he's knocked out, he can't use his teleportation.
2 Kodamas? Wait, are you twins?
Oh, aquí en este mundo se sabe.
They got away with the transfer power. Too bad.
This one is Septentrion Yuta, who can do whatever she wants. The other 3 Septentrions are being blackmailed into submission.
A secret Septentrion.
If you resist, well, you know what the government will do to Luca.
It's laughable that you'd work for New
Espérate un segundo. Yuta es un
Karin.
Septentrion.
You know about me? In that case, I most certainly won't be able to let you go.
Alice?
Oh, what a naughty girl thrashing about like that.
Kyoka, Kasane, are you okay?
Major General, don't forget about Luca. This is direct telepathy, so thankfully I can't hear your voice. Begging for mercy won't help either.
What gives?
That other is in the way, isn't it? If you don't get rid of it, you can't take Karin and the others back.
Yeah, let's put that annoyance out of its misery.
Alice, are you trying to protect us? This is bad. Alice can't access her true power as another because of the medicine we gave her. At this rate.
Stop! We surrender! Don't attack it!
Yes, please stop! That other is...
Mine!
La que ha liado.
Alice.
Kagero, it seems like Karin knows about us.
I see.
Let's take care of them. No objections, I hope?
Can't argue with that.
What is it this time?
Stop!
Yuito Sumeragi.
Cierto, como lo salvó ahora hasta con él.
I owe this man my life. I'm not going to let you hurt him. Understood?
Stand aside, Yuito.
No te niego que estos mundos son muy interesantes.
Is my psychokinesis resonating with Yuito's? But how?
Resonating? I do remember a scientist at the lab said my power was copied from Kasane's.
Ahora sabemos que el poder de Yuito era de Kasane. Han hecho un agujero.
This is bad. The red strings I finally finished are out of control now.
This Kasane has already awakened the red strings?
Fubuki, Karin, Seto. Sorry to keep you waiting. I rescued Luca.
What? What are you doing, Kodama? You idiot! No way. Uh-oh.
Sis! You knew about our plan?
Of course I did. Yuito is helping me out too.
Karin, forgive me for being a burden.
Luca, I'm glad you're okay. Yuito, I'm glad to have your help.
Karin!
You too, Arashi. Thank you.
Hey, everything okay, Karin?
Yes, brother. You seem to be acting strange.
Luca, farewell.
Todo eso simplemente por descubrir por qué he recordado la cara.
Same Luca from that time. Then which time is this Luca? Of all the times I've repeated history, which one are you from to have such a sad look on your face?
Vale, hay muchas cosas que quiero decir. Me gusta que el episodio 3 ha empezado como el primero, solo que diferente, porque ya ha hecho varios viajes y bueno, ahora está haciendo cualquier cosa para cambiar la historia. Spoiler, no lo está consiguiendo. Pero ahora que he llegado a ver la cara de Luca, he recordado que todo esto comenzó con Karen viendo la cara de Luca intentando recordar dónde lo había visto. Ahora la pregunta del millón es... ¿dónde lo ha visto? Supongo que el 4 me lo va a decir. ¿Qué es lo que me interesa? He estado callado muchísimas veces. Pero me gusta cada mundo que están enseñando.
My memory of what comes after just gets fuzzier and fuzzier. All my memories are synced with our Habaki, so searching for a specific memory should be easy. However, after going into the past so many times, you encounter experiences that haven't changed much. The more times you repeat them, the harder it is to tell how many times you've seen them. Failing so many times, then jumping back into the past each time, the only thing that kept me from going crazy was...
¿Su hermano?
So many timelines have all interlaced, and at the end of it, the destruction of Lokusho City comes. Up until now, either Wakana or Yuito always ended up dying. I always have to choose who to save. But in this time axis, metamorphosed Alice's condition became severe, and I couldn't go to Lokusho City.
Entonces murieron ambos. Me encanta, ya no sabemos ni siquiera qué viaje es. No, sigue vivo.
Alice. No. But they look so much alike. Who is it?
Hey, it's Major General Karin Travers. Keep your voice down, you idiot.
Yuito. Even though I didn't save you in this time axis, you're alive and made it into the OSF.
Espérate. Este es el nuestro. ¿Qué te apuestas?
Name?
Yes, sir. Hanabi Ichijo. I volunteered for the OSF this year.
Related to Alice? This has never happened before. Just what exactly is going on? Has the fact of my existence with all these memories inadvertently interfered with the world and changed the premise of history? You two are cadets. Yuito Sumeragi and Nagi Carmen, right? There must be a reason you met here. I expect a lot from you. No matter the struggle, climb up the OSF ladder.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
I looked into the trio's past immediately. In this time axis, Yuito underwent experiments as a dud, but miraculously developed psychokinesis in the process. Although I couldn't save Alice yet again, I was able to confirm that Yuito's psychokinesis is the red strings. This was the start of change.
Esto fue el viaje cuando nos pillaron en Arab Habaki, supongo.
My goal was now to save Alice and Fubuki while also ensuring Yuito acquired the red strings. I'd gather Yuito and Kasane, both with the red strings, under my watch in the OSF. Doing so would allow me to expand my options to return Alice back to human form. It'd also act as a safety buffer. Each time I lost Alice or Fubuki, I'd return to the past to follow the red strings Yuito time axis. During which time, I struggled greatly to change history.
¿Por qué he visto ojos de Baki detrás suya?
Looks like Yuito has the red strings again. I can take the other research a bit further now. I will save Alice this time.
Karin, I wanted to talk. What are you doing?
I was just watching over this year's cadets. What is it?
You have that look in your eyes again, Karin.
I nearly lost my breath for a moment. I thought for a second that Luca somehow knew all about me traveling through time over and over. What do you mean?
The look you had when I told you I was entering the OSF. I was a dud. in no position to try to get into the OSF. You took on all the experimentation for me. You protected me.
It was never about you. I alone was enough for any government experimentation. Besides, you've always excelled academically much more than I, so you had a better life waiting for you outside the OSF. But in the end, it's up to each of us to decide our own fates.
You protected me again when Father sold us off to the government.
Os
You've always been
vendieron.
strong, kind, and obstinate. However, when I told you I would enlist in the OSF, you had such sadness in your eyes. It made me wonder if this was truly the right choice. You have that same look in your eyes now. Is something making you sad, Karin?
Me? Sad? Yuito and Kasane have finally both entered the OSF. I can save Alice now. How could that make me sad? My journey will end with this. I won't lose Fubuki or Alice either. Seto's life won't be wasted in vain this time. Luca won't be devastated. And Yuito and Kasane...
Karin?
It's nothing.
¡Ah! ¿Ya la ha encontrado?
I see.
Ahora entiendo por qué
Was this
decidió
Scarlet Nexus?
hacer eso.
What?
I see. Forgive me, Luca, for always causing you pain and sadness.
What?
My existence with all these memories has interfered with the world and changed history into something slightly different. I've traveled the same time frame so many times that I've caused an entanglement in the red strings that may never be undone. But an entanglement can always be solved by cutting the string. I wouldn't be satisfied with that, though. Luca, I didn't want to lose you, too. No, I didn't want to lose me. I've continued to lose what I really wanted to protect. A world where Alice and Fubuki are alive and Luca is happy. I'll bury the history my existence interfered with. In order to do that, I need to rid myself of any attachment to this era. Further beyond the starting point of the repetition.
Karin, do not tell me.
Entonces Karen quizás no mató.
It's about to begin, Luca. Stay focused.
Yes.
All right, let's start.
Opening SAS connection to Arahabaki.
I'm going. Back to the beginning of it all, as far as this power of mine will take me. I'll go further than even Yakumo's era, cause a slight interference, and die. The entanglement will resolve, and I'll pray the scars I've left behind will blossom in this age. Luca, I don't know if this message will reach you, but I'm sending it in hopes that in some form or another, it will. My fare through time will be a one-way ticket. I won't, nor can't, return. Even if a chance cropped up, I'd do away with it. I was a terrible older brother. Not only could I not do anything for you, I couldn't even face you. But whatever time axis you were in, you always worried about me and tried to bring me back to your world. You were always better than me. If you can still think of me as your older brother, then take the rabbit's foot I've forwarded to your bag as a keepsake of me. It may disappear depending on how I can change history, but if it does, then that is fate as well.
Oh, Luca! There you are. Fubuki was looking for you.
Esto es después de terminar el juego, supongo.
Meetings at night, huh? Septentrions sure do have it rough.
Yes, we do.
Oh, what do you have there?
Oh, this is an old good luck charm. It is old, tattered, and nothing like it used to be.
A charm? Surprisingly, there are a lot of people in the OSF with stuff like that. It is a job where you risk your life, I guess. Check it out. I have one too.
No me digas.
See?
This is a rabbit's foot charm.
Fubuki gave me this a long time ago. But it's weird, huh? It's not a very Fubuki kind of gift. Now that I think of it, I wonder if somebody else picked it out and he just gave it to me.
I can see why you would think that. Fubuki does have the gift sense of a little kid.
Wait a sec. Luca? Are you crying?
Huh? No. I had something in my eyes, that's all. You know, I hope that your life is a happy one.
What? That's kind of random.
Sorry. It just came to mind. I have no doubt that your rabbit's foot's been keeping you out of harm. I'm absolutely sure of it.
¿Qué son estas animaciones? Me estaba muriendo. Al igual que Luca. Lo peor es que tenga la pata de conejo. Te hace poder entender que quizás Karen estaba vivo en ese tiempo. Quizás Fubuki sabe. Porque al fin y al cabo, él sabe de Karen. Te juro. Espero que sea el que creo que va a ser. Aún así, me estoy muriendo por dentro. Es el entero. Me podías haber dado el roto y me hubiera muerto igual. Pero ya no, era lo que yo suponía que iba a hacer Karen. Al principio pensaba de que se iba a matar a sí mismo cuando fingía ser Yakumo Sumeragi. Que lo que vimos realmente no era él matando a esa persona, sino él matándose a sí mismo. Spoiler, no es como la historia se creó. Pero bueno, el hecho que simplemente decidió cambiar la historia, yéndose cada vez más lejos y evitando que hiciera todo. Sigue sin explicarme por qué tengo a Karen con el pelo extra largo. Quizás es cómo acabó quedando al final de haber hecho ese viaje tan largo. Supongo. Estoy un poco muerto por dentro después de esta historia. Me encantaría, te voy a ser sincero, hacerlo. Si fuera fácil hacer rango S, me lo pensaría y todo. Pero quita, que es complicado el nene. En fin, aquí se acaba el capítulo de hoy, espero que te haya gustado. Ahora sabemos la historia de Karen. Voy a serte sincero, ya pensaba que iba a ser deprimente. Solo por lo que sabíamos de la historia original, iba a ser deprimente. Pero madre mía, no esperaba tanto. Eso y quizá la animación final, no sé por qué. Siento que la persona que lo haya hecho, literalmente ha metido toda la calidad posible a propósito. Porque es quizá la parte más humana que he sentido. Me estoy muriendo. Nos veremos en el próximo, donde vamos a continuar con los episodios de amistad, los que me quedan, y ya no volveremos a tocar este juego, porque no hay mucho más que hacer en realidad. Pero bueno, eso será dentro de un par de días. Nos vemos.